My name is Hope Smith. I'm a mum of three, two teenagers, well they're all teenagers now. And I connected with Te Tihi through a place called Camellia House. I was in emergency housing at the time, and the staff there, or the support staff there, just had a whole bunch of brochures there for everyone to just help themselves and have a look at. And I just happened to pick up Te Tihi's one day, and one of the support staff was like, they're a really good service, you know. She goes, we've heard nothing but good things about them. So I was a little bit, okay. So I just held on to it for a little while. I didn't really do much with it. And then one day I just thought, why not? We'll just go in and have a look, see what it's about. And that's where it started. Before I joined on the navigation services, I was in emergency housing. Me and my three children were living with family members at the time, because previous to that I had how do you say, it wasn't a good time. I had a lot going on, and had just recently been not evicted, but I decided to leave this property rental that I was in, because I felt my landlord wasn't fulfilling the duties of a landlord. So I gave up that tenancy and went to live with family members, and me and kids were there for about a year, or just over a year. But things, were getting a little bit rocky, and people were just clashing, and it wasn't good. So I'd been applying for homes since the previous property I was with, and I was just getting no success. I was on my last year of studies. It was a 2-year diploma, and it was a real struggle trying to find home, housing, and deal with some of the issues that my teenagers were going through, and also trying to complete my studies and be a mum. So we created this whole dream, this moia of my goals that I wanted to achieve with my family, and they're very simple, basic, achievable goals, but I did need assistance to achieve them. So at that time, while in emergency housing, towards the end of November, we were told that the emergency housing closes for 3 weeks over the Christmas period, and we would have to remove all our belongings from there and find somewhere to store them, and then when they reopen we could bring it all back, but we would still need to reapply. So I was like, oh my god, that's a bit stressful. So as the times got closer, she joined me in a couple of meetings with MSD, and just trying to help find housing, because I had already been on the housing waiting list for about 3-4 months, and so we were getting no luck there. So I did what I could. I was still applying for homes, any home. I needed a home. So even if it was out of my scope of price, I was still applying. But no luck, and then as December rolled on, I had 2 days to find some kind of housing before the emergency housing closed for the 3 weeks. So I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do, and then Shay comes up, she calls me, she was like, Hope, we've got a home. She goes, it's at blah blah blah, go have a look. If you're interested, then we can get you signed up for it. We could, if you really want it. And I'm like, well, I need a home. I need a home, and my kids need a home. So went and had a look at the property, and I didn't even really need to go in and have a look inside. I just had a quick look around around the property. I'm like, yep, this is it. This has to be it. So yeah, I called her back and just said, Shay, look, yeah, I'll take it. Like, what do I do now? So we went through the process of signing everything the very next day, and I was able to move in. I got an emergency appointment that day with MSD to help with the bond and that, and also with moving. Like, we ended up getting transport so I could move some stuff, and yeah, and we've been here now for a couple of years, and it's been awesome. What I found was all the connections that they had in the community and the support networks that were out there that people don't really know about. It's what blew me away. So when there was any type of course that Te Tahi were offering, Shay would be like, Hope, do you want to do this? This might suit, part of your moi idea. It might assist you with it. So I would go along, and some of it was relevant to my journey, some of it wasn't. So I just took away what was, and I used that information to help better my situation. Another thing that I was grateful for Te Tahi was I wasn't really good with money. So when money came in, money went out pretty much straight away. But one thing that they did help me with is they helped me get onto a budgeter, which taught me how to manage my money a bit better. And through that, I was able to clear about $10,000 worth of debt. So I was very grateful, because I was like, I thought I had to pay for a budgeter. I didn't really know how the MSD system and all that worked. So Shay, as my navigator, she informed me. She's like, you are entitled to these services, so you need to make an appointment, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh. So I was like, I had to put my pride aside. You have to. If you want to get yourself out of a rut, you have to put all that pride aside and go and do what needs to be done. And that's what I did. So since being with Te Tahi, I have been able to do a lot more with my family, like with my kids and that. My son's, when I first joined Te Tahi, I was actually able to get him off to go on camp, which was something that I didn't think I'd be able to do, but I managed to do that for him. So yeah, it was exciting for me. I was happy for him, and he didn't really want to go, but I thought it would be a good experience for him. When I moved into the property, I found that for 6-7 months I was paying a lot for somebody to come and mow my lawns and get rid of everything and all that sort of thing, and it was like $45 a fortnight that I was paying on that. And I was thinking, oh gosh, if I could just put the $45 away every fortnight, I could buy my own lawnmower. And but that would mean having to save up for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, and then the lawns would be extremely long. But Shay mentioned the grant that they had, and she goes, you can use that for the things that you need. And we did need a few things in the home, so I brought a lawnmower, and a weed eater, a vacuum, a bike for my son so he could bike to and from school. And there was wheelbarrows, it's just general household stuff we needed. So I was grateful, because I really needed the vacuum cleaner, because what I was doing previously was sweeping the carpets with a brush and shovel. I want to do something that's an indoor job, maybe working with computers, I don't know, an office type of job as an administration or something like that. And I didn't really hold the skills to be able to work in that sort of industry. So Shay mentioned that WINS actually offer a course called Work Skills, and it was a place where people who wanted to get off the benefit, because I was on the benefit once I had come off studying, and even though I was working part-time, it wasn't enough hours to be living on that, so I was on the benefit, and like I didn't want to be on the benefit, I wanted to be working and earning my money, and instead of it just being provided to me. But yeah, so I approached my case manager and I just said, look, I want to go on this work skills program. She didn't tell me about it. I said, I found out about this through through my navigator. I was like, do you still offer that course? And she was like, we do actually. And so basically it went from there. I went on to the course. The course gave me computing certificate, allowed me to complete a computing level 2 certificate, which was basic knowledge within the Microsoft Office software. So some of the things I pretty much knew, but it was just like part of some of that Office program that I wasn't too sure on. So the thing with that work skills program, it actually taught you how to read a job description and apply your CV and to write a cover letter to match that job description. So that's what I did. I learnt that, and then I applied for a full-time job out at Foodstuffs in their call centre, and yeah, I got the job. So I was really happy with that, and I am still there now, so that is my full-time job. I love it. It's an office job. I'm working with computers, talking on the phones, and people there are awesome. And I don't think I would have been in a job like that if Shay didn't mention the work skills program that MSD offer. So that's where I'm at now. So coming from, I look at my journey now from where I come from to where I'm at now, and I think I've come a bloody long way compared to where I was. I started out as almost being homeless when I joined the Te Tihi services. No job, no idea how to use money, and I've almost got myself out of debt. And the last program, or the last thing that was on my moia was to be a homeowner. So it just makes me feel like, wow, you actually have come a long way, and you're almost there, and you've almost reached your final goal. So, and I'm really, really proud of myself, but I know I couldn't have done it without Te Tihi's support. And what buzzes me out is that they've got a lot of connections in this community that people just don't know about. Like, there's so many things out there to help whānau better their situation, or whatever it is you're wanting to do. Te Tihi can support you in that. Like, it's, yeah, you just have to want it. So I know if I can do what I've done now, this business adventure that I'm looking at is, I think I can definitely do that from where I've come from to where I want to go. So it is a business opportunity that I am looking at, but I don't know too much about it yet. But when I really look into it, yeah, I think I'm going to take it. I'll probably look at taking it up just to see where that goes. But just want to say thank you to Te Tihi for all the support and the services you have provided me and my whānau. And yeah, thank you.